Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's KrypTik Sweller here, and today I'm coming at you with another Destiny 2 video. This time the video is about the Wither Horde with Breach and Clear and the Masterwork on Wither Horde. So obviously you're going to want Wither Horde, and then you're going to want a rocket launcher with the tracking module, or you could use a grenade launcher, but I prefer a rocket launcher. I have cluster bomb and a tracking module on mine, and it works pretty great. And then in your middle weapon area, you're going to want kind of like your ad clearing weapon. I prefer an SMG, and my SMG has Dragonfly on it, so it helps clear ads even better. But you could also do like a hand cannon with Firefly or something like that. I use the hand cannon as well, but most of the time I'm just using the SMG. I like it, but you can do whatever you want. You could also do, if you're doing like boss damage, just use like an SMG or whatever for ad clearing up until the boss phase, and then you grab the raid banner after you switch your weapon. So I guess I'm telling you this out of order, but you could equip a slug shotgun or something like that, and then grab the raid banner, and it'll fill all your ammo up. But you're gonna want the Wither Horde catalyst. It's not that hard to get. It took me like 2 or 3 days. And then you're going to need Breach and Clear, which is a class item mod. So Warlock Bond, Titan Mark, Hunter Cloak. Basically, the Breach and Clear makes it so whenever you do damage to the boss with a grenade launcher, which the Wither Horde is pretty great for doing that, it reloads your secondary weapons and it does more damage. So the way that I would recommend you use it is just, I mean, you can use the Wither Horde for ad clearing as well, but the way I'd recommend it is use mostly just the Wither Horde and your secondary for ad clearing, and then for boss damage, now if you're in a raid, it's a little different because there's raid banners and you get to switch your loadout before the boss phase and stuff like that. But for normal activities, strikes and stuff like that, I recommend that you just use like a SMG or something, or a hand cannon. Use that for ad clearing. Use the Wither Horde for ad clearing as well. And the Wither Horde will also reload your secondary. So if you run out of ammo on your secondary and you kill someone with the Wither Horde, it reloads it as well. Or if you do damage to like a boss or something like that. And then for the boss fight, after you've done everything, you're going to want to fire your rocket launcher first at the boss, and then swap, like fast swap. So you're going to want to scroll down if you're on PC, scroll down to your grenade launcher, fire your Wither Horde at the boss, and then if you want to, it takes a second for the damage tick to reload your weapon. So if you want to, you can either throw your grenade, and if you don't have your grenade, you can switch to your secondary and just dump a mag, and then switch to your rocket launcher, fire again, because it should be reloaded, and then switch right back to the grenade launcher. And since you have the catalyst on your grenade launcher, since the grenade launcher was holstered, it automatically reloaded, so you can just fire it immediately again, swap to your secondary, or throw a grenade. After you do that, switch back to your rocket launcher, and just keep doing that until you're out of ammo. Now if you're doing boss damage in a raid, the way I'd recommend doing it is firing a rocket, scrolling up instead of down, and then firing off a magazine of your slug rounds at the boss, and then switching to the grenade launcher, firing the grenade launcher, and then throwing your grenade, and then scrolling down, fire off all your slug rounds, scroll down again, fire off your rocket, scroll down again, and you're back to the grenade launcher, and then just fire the grenade launcher because it was holstered, so it should be reloaded. It's basically like it does a crap load of damage. Okay, it's really good, honestly. Like, it melts boss. I was using this loadout in Gambit, and typically in the games that I played, assuming I didn't mess it up or I didn't get whiffed by ads, I had the highest damage pretty much every time. Not saying we won every time. Sometimes the enemy team, I don't know what witchcraft they're using, maybe it's just all their supers, but they were absolutely just melting their boss. Like 10 seconds after respawn, he's dead. Don't know how they do it. I'll never know how they do it. But I was definitely getting at least 10-20% higher damage rate than I normally would get just from popping my super, throwing my grenades, and using my heavy. So if you want like 20% higher damage, if not more, depending on your build and your charge with light and stuff like that, then I would highly recommend this loadout. Not necessarily the same secondary, you can do whatever you want, but I recommend breach and clear, wither horde with catalyst, and then a rocket launcher with tracking module. That's my recommend for your build. But that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.